Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a world of pure graphical goodness. A realm where pixels fear to tread and frame rates soar higher than a caffeinated squirrel on a trampoline. That's right, we're talking about the top 7 games that make the PS5 Pro sweat with envy. If you're like me and you love your games with a side of my eyes just had an orgasm, then buckle up, because we're about to embark on a visual odyssey that'll leave you breathless. We're talking stunning graphics, immersive gameplay, and enough next-gen wizardry to make your head spin faster than a PS5 disk drive on overdrive. So grab your controller, make sure you've got your gamer fuel handy, and get ready to feast your eyeballs on the most visually stunning games the PS5 Pro has to offer. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's jump right into it. Alright, let's kick things off with a game that'll have you swinging from skyscrapers and yelling "Pizza time!" like a true believer. Marvel's Spider-Man 2. This ain't your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man from the PS4 days, folks. This is the PS5 Pro, baby. We're talking graphics so realistic you can practically feel the wind whipping through Spidey's... well, you know. First things first, the ray tracing in this game is insane. Remember those reflections in puddles that look like something out of a PS2 game? Yeah, those are gone. This time around, you'll be swinging through a New York City so detailed you'll be able to see your own reflection in every skyscraper window. It's enough to make you want to web-sling your way to the nearest mirror and check if you've suddenly become a superhero. And speaking of web-slinging, let's talk about the DualSense integration. The adaptive triggers make every web thwip feel incredibly satisfying, like you're actually feeling the tension of the web. And the haptic feedback? Oh boy, the haptic feedback. You'll feel every punch, every kick, every impact like never before. It's enough to make you want to shout Shazam and do a backflip off the Empire State Building. The gameplay is smoother than ever thanks to those super fast SSD loading times. Now you can swing from one end of Manhattan to the other without ever seeing a loading screen. With both Peter Parker and Miles Morales swinging into action, you know you're in for a wild ride. So if you're looking for a game that showcases the PS5 Pro's power in all its glory, look no further than Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Next up, we're diving headfirst into the world of Final Fantasy IIV Rebirth, the game that's so visually stunning it makes Cloud Strife's hair look like a work of art. This ain't your mama's Final Fantasy, folks. This is the PS5 Pro flexing its graphical muscles and showing us what true next-gen beauty looks like. We're talking dynamic resolution scaling that'll make your jaw drop faster than Sephiroth descending from the sky. Remember those blocky textures and jagged edges from the good old PS1 days? Yeah, those are gone, banished to the live stream of video game history. In their place, we've got textures so detailed you can practically count the individual strands of Cloud's spiky hair. From the bustling streets of Midgar to the serene beauty of the ancient forest, every location is brought to life with breathtaking fidelity. Final Fantasy IIV Rebirth also takes full advantage of the PS5 Pro's raw power to deliver a smoother, more responsive gameplay experience. Thanks to the PS5 Pro's beefy hardware, you can now experience the epic battles in all their glory, with buttery smooth frame rates that'll make you feel like a true soldier first class. And the load times? They're so fast you'll swear you've been hit with a haste spell. So if you're ready to experience one of the greatest RPGs of all time, remastered and reborn for a new generation, then look no further than Final Fantasy IIV Rebirth on the PS5 Pro. It's a visual and gameplay feast that'll leave you wanting more. Hold on to your sorting hats, witches and wizards, because we're about to step into a world of magic and wonder with Hogwarts Legacy. This ain't your mama's Chamber of Secrets, folks. This is Hogwarts like you've never seen it before, brought to life with the graphical horsepower of 1,000 nifflers high on galleons. We're talking 4K HDR support so crisp you'll swear you can see the individual scales on a Hungarian horntail. Remember those days of blurry backgrounds and pixelated potions? Yeah, those are gone faster than a Nimbus 2000 after a few swigs of Felix Felicis. In Hogwarts Legacy, every cobblestone, every suit of armor, every flickering candle flame is rendered in exquisite detail. You'll practically be able to smell the pumpkin pasties wafting from the kitchens and feel the chill of the Forbidden Forest on your skin. Hogwarts Legacy also takes full advantage of the PS5 Pro's DualSense controller to deliver an immersive magical experience. With the DualSense's haptic feedback, you'll feel every flick of your wand, every blast of magic, every satisfying crunch of a well-aimed stupefy. Thanks to the PS5 Pro's super-fast SSD, you can apparate from one end of the castle to the other faster than you can say Wingardium Leviosa. No more waiting around for ages while the game loads. So, if you're ready to embark on a magical journey through the hallowed halls of Hogwarts, look no further than Hogwarts Legacy on the PS5 Pro. It's a spellbinding adventure that'll leave you spellbound. Hold on to your chrome chumbas, because we're jacking back into Night City with Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. This ain't your grandma's expansion pack, folks. This is Cyberpunk 2077 cranked up to 11, with enough neon lights and cybernetic enhancements to make your head spin. We're talking ray tracing so realistic you'll swear you can see your own reflection in the chrome skull of Atom Smasher. With Phantom Liberty, Night City has never looked so good, so alive, so downright dangerous. Thanks to the PS5 Pro's beefy hardware, you can now experience the chaotic firefights and high-octane car chases of Night City without a hitch. Trust me, once you've experienced Night City at 60 frames per second or higher, there's no going back. So if you're ready to dive back into the grimy, neon-drenched world of Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty on the PS5 Pro is the perfect excuse to revisit Night City. Just be careful out there, Chumba. You never know what lurks around the corner. Prepare to Ragnarok! We're about to embark on an epic journey through the 9 realms with God of War Ragnarok. This is a Norse myth brought to life with the graphical fidelity of 1,000 Valkyries singing your praises. 4K graphics so sharp you'll swear you can see the individual hairs on Kratos' beard. Those days of blocky character models, gone faster than Thor after a night of mead. Every detail, from the intricate carvings on Kratos' Leviathan axe to the frost-covered landscapes of Midgard, is breathtaking. God of War Ragnarok harnesses the power of the PS5 Pro's DualSense controller. With haptic feedback, you'll feel every swing of the Leviathan axe. Experience the brutal combat at a buttery smooth 60 frames per second. Look no further than God of War Ragnarok on the PS5 Pro. Prepare for a journey like no other. Prepare to die, Tarnished, but not before you feast your eyes on the visual splendor that is Elden Ring on the PS5 Pro. This ain't your average Soulsborne experience, folks. This is a From Software game cranked up to 11, with enough graphical fidelity to make even the most hardened Souls veteran weep tears of joy. We're talking 4K support so crisp, you'll swear you can see the individual grains of sand in the lands between. Remember those days of blurry textures and muddy environments? Yeah, those are gone faster than a mimic after you've emptied your Estus flask into its face. In Elden Ring, every blade of grass, every crumbling ruin, every grotesque enemy is rendered with breathtaking detail. You'll practically feel the wind whistling through the Erd tree's golden boughs and smell the stench of decay emanating from Caelid's scarlet rot. And the dynamic weather system? Oh boy, the dynamic weather system. Prepare to be blown away, literally, as storms rage across the landscape, casting dramatic shadows and illuminating the world with flashes of lightning. Elden Ring also takes advantage of the PS5 Pro's raw power to deliver a smoother, more responsive gameplay experience. Thanks to the PS5 Pro's beefy hardware, you can now die repeatedly in glorious 60 frames per second with nary a hitch to break your immersion. And the load times? Thanks to the PS5 Pro's super-fast SSD, you can now spend less time staring at loading screens and more time dying repeatedly to challenging bosses. It's a win-win. So if you're ready to experience the ultimate challenge in a visually stunning world, Elden Ring on the PS5 Pro is your ticket to gaming nirvana. Prepare to die of awe. Hold on to your heads, folks, because we're heading into survival horror territory with the Resident Evil 4 remake. This ain't your mama's zombie game, folks. This is Resident Evil 4, rebuilt from the ground up. We're talking ray tracing so realistic, you'll swear you can see the fear in the eyes of the ganados. Remember those days of pixelated blood splatters? Yeah, those are gone. Every shadow, every flickering light, every grotesque detail is rendered in chilling detail. You'll feel the chills running down your spine as you navigate the eerie Spanish countryside. With HDR, the game's stunning visuals pop off the screen with vibrant colors and deep, inky blacks. Trust me, when you're running for your life from a chainsaw-wielding maniac, you'll be glad for every extra frame per second. Ready to relive one of the greatest survival horror games of all time? look no further than the Resident Evil 4 remake on the PS5 Pro. And there you have it, folks. The top 7 must-play PS5 Pro games that'll push your console to its limits and leave your eyeballs begging for mercy. From the web-slinging adventures of Spider-Man to the terrifying horrors of Resident Evil 4, these games showcase the very best that the PS5 Pro has to offer. So, what are you waiting for? Go forth and experience gaming nirvana. And while you're at it, let me know in the comments which of these games you're most excited to play. Have you already tried any of them? What are your thoughts? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Until next time, gamers, keep it real, keep it awesome, and keep on gaming.